Hello, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to day 3 of the Abundant Business Blueprint Workshop. Super excited to have you here. I love how quickly you all come on here. This is so perfect. So we can just get this party started right away. Hello. Oh my goodness, so happy to have you live, Emma. Good morning. Hello. So good to see you. Welcome back. I am so happy that you are here live with me. Hi, Sasha. Miss you. Love you. Good morning. Good evening. Good night. Wherever in the world you are is a good time to talk about money. Shall we talk about money today? Today's the money day. Honestly, every day should be money day. Why? Because when we're in a relationship with somebody, like for example, our best friend or our spouse or partner or whomever, we're in a relationship with them every single day, right? The relationship matters to us every single day. So does your relationship with money. Sorry, that's my coffee machine going off. Decided to cleanse and detox itself right before it turns off. Yes. Okay. Amazing. Well, if you are here, we're on day 3. I think you know what's going on. You know how to get the prizes. You know how to register, all of that good stuff. Just make sure you keep my live notifications on so that we can get started right away. And if you can't come on live, then you can watch the recording. So if you're watching the recording, hello. Hello from Los Angeles at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Hello from the past to you in the future. Okay, before I get any weirder, honestly, I'm so excited about today's topic. So we are talking about money, okay? Okay, for some reason it disconnected me. Can we see me and hear me okay? I just want to make sure I'm back. Wi-Fi, do not fail me now. I'm going to wait for a confirmation while I take another sip of water. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. All right. What I was saying was it is so important for us to get on board with understanding, with accepting, with receiving, with loving, with bonding, with getting intimate with money, and especially how we personally, on a very personal relationship level, interact with money, okay? Who cares what the world thinks? Who cares what society thinks? Who cares what your past self has thought before? Today is the day that we're going to create a transformation, okay? Because the moment that you understand this, I'm telling you, this is the most important work that I did to get my business literally from making $9,000 in its first year to making $600,000 in its second year. So in 1 year, I created a quantum leap. After that, I believe we were at 1.6 million, so over double, almost triple. And then we went to 2.6 million to 3.5 million to 7 million in the last year because of this foundational shit that I programmed myself with, okay? Now, everything in life is a choice, all right? How we see something determines how it manifests in our life, and everything is a choice of how we choose to see it. So I don't care what your mom and your dad and your brother, sister, uncle, whoever raised you as a kid taught you about money. I don't care what your teacher said about money growing up. I don't care what your college professor said about money. I don't care what society says about money. I don't care what the president says about money. I don't care what the economy says about money. That is all human created constructs, okay? So that is all lower level 3D shit, okay? Which is great. But if you get stuck in that, you see that as the truth. And that is actually the limitation of how much money you're capable of making, keeping, receiving, manifesting, creating. Okay, we're going to the big picture of what money ultimately and truly is, which, you guessed it, it's just energy. So the energetics of success definitely apply to money. It is all a frequency. A lot of people get stuck in, telling themselves that, money is just not that important, right? The thing is that if you're especially if you're a business owner, honestly, everybody, but especially if you're a business owner, money is the oxygen of your business. Okay? So if you deny yourself oxygen, think about it, by demonizing it, right? Allowing other people to determine what oxygen is or isn't for you. Rejecting it, limiting it, suffocating it, smothering it, overspending it, not taking enough in, not releasing enough of it out, right? You're gonna struggle, period. And so your business is going to suffocate and die. Everything in life is either growing or dying. Your business will die. First of all, it'll never grow in the first place, but it'll also die if you deny yourself your creation, your birthright of abundance that you have access to, because energy is limitless. You're an energetic being taking on human form. Money is also energy, and yes, it exists in human form. We have, green paper, and we have credit cards and bank statements and all these things and salaries and whatever the fuck and prices. But that's just the 3D manifestation of it, okay? Beyond that, it is all just energy. There's some important principles that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to go down this list. First and foremost, of important principles that you need to understand about money. The very first thing is, like I already mentioned, it's needed for survival, just like oxygen, right? And there's no way going around this. You need to go buy food, right? You need to go pay your rent, pay your mortgage so that you have a home over your head. You need to buy clothing, right? You need to buy clean water. Like, that is just matter of fact. Like, good luck surviving without money, right? And a lot of people get stuck in this justification of money isn't everything. And I agree to a certain extent that, yeah, money isn't everything, but neither is oxygen, right? Oxygen isn't everything, right? There's more to life than oxygen. But I challenge you to live a really long time without oxygen. It's just not going to work, right? You're going to seriously suffer. A lot of people create meanings around money, and money in itself is a completely neutral resource. It has absolutely no meaning except for the meaning that we give to money. And I see money as a very powerful tool that, when in the right hands, can do incredible things in this world. And money is a neutral tool, and how I love to share that with my students, how I like to describe that to my students to show them how it's a neutral tool, is I want you to take a look at, for example, a kitchen knife, okay? It's kind of a weird example, kind of a dark example. You'll see what I mean. But I like to look at it this way because it just makes so much sense to me. It just clicks. I can have a very nice, sharp, beautiful, large butcher kitchen knife, okay? There's many things that I can do with a knife. I can cook a beautiful meal for my family. Not that I cook very often, but if I wanted to, I could, right? If I were a surgeon, for example, I would need a knife or a scalpel in my operation room for me to be able to potentially cut someone open and remove something from their body or change something in their body in order to save their life, right? That is another way that this knife can be used as a tool. A knife can also be used for example, protection, a defense, right? Or it can be used by someone who decides to stab someone, kill someone, right? As a tool for destruction. My question always is for people is it the knife that is determining what it does and what happens to it? and the fate of the knife? Or is it the human, the intention, the energy that is put behind the knife that uses this tool to create whatever it is that it creates, right? Destruction, creation, beauty, suffering, whatever it is. So a lot of people, they like to blame money, right? When money never did anything to you, okay? So money also, a lot of people are afraid that it's going to change you. That, oh my God, money corrupts people. It changes people. It, creates so much damage and so much suffering because people just become so greedy and so evil with it because money is evil. And the thing is that, like I said, if you are, whatever type of person you are when you're given a certain tool determines, it's whatever type of person you are that determines what you do with that tool. So money, what money does is it's this beautiful amplifier of who you already are. It's actually an exposer of who you already are. And so if you're this very kind, giving person who loves, poor connection, sorry, you have more to create change with that. Sorry, I just got distracted. Okay, so the more that you have, the more good you could do with it, right? On the other hand, if you are already a greedy person, if you are already stuck in this energy of scarcity and limitation, then you have more to be scarce with, you have more to limit, you have more to be greedy with, you have more to be selfish with. Again, it's not money who's determining that. It is you who's determining that. And money in the right hands, and this is what I believe, and you are the right hands, okay? If you're watching this, if you are here, I know these fucking creeps in here, just ignore them, okay? Literally, shut the comments off, okay? Sometimes this happens where my live streams just get overwhelmed with randos and we're just gonna ignore them because what I'm sharing with you is way too important to not get distracted, okay? And the ego will sometimes bring in distractions, especially when it's challenging a belief system. When you have a belief system that's being challenged, the ego will easily get distracted. I teach this to my students all the time. When shit gets rough, when you get really challenged with how you think about something and how you perceive something, when you're on the brink of transformation, distractions will come in. So look at this as just a distraction. So if you are in here in this workshop, I know you're the right hands, okay? So more money in your hands is going to create more opportunity in the world. That's just who you are. So you never have to worry about that ever. And we do this thing where if we associate money to be this bad, evil thing that only bad people have, and good people should never have money and should reject money, what kind of world is that going to create first and foremost? Money is power, right? And so we're putting more power into the wrong hands, into the hands of, quote unquote, bad people. And we are limiting how much money gets to be in the hands of good people. Is that the world that we want to create? And if you don't want to create that kind of world, because I definitely don't, it starts with you. It starts with you saying, yes, I am worthy. Yes, I will take on this responsibility. Yes, I will eliminate all of these limiting beliefs. I will rewire my money mindset. And I will be an incredible manifester, an attractor and receiver of money, because more money in my hands will bring more opportunity and more good out there to the world. Does that make sense? What is so interesting is a lot of my students would ask me, but Catherine, why do bad people have money then? Right? If money is just this frequency and energy that we tap into, why do the lower vibration people then also have money? And the thing about money is that it is so neutral that money does not care who you are. Money is so non-judgmental. It literally does not care if you're a good person, bad person, ethical person, unethical person. It will flow to whoever is in least resistance to it and whoever is an energetic match to it. It just responds to your vibration. Okay, so if you have open arms to money, then you're going to receive money. okay? I already mentioned it's limitless. We talked about that. And I talked about how it's the human created constructs that are the limitation. So a lot of people get stuck in like, oh my God, it's the recession. Oh my God, you know, the government. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Inflation, blah, 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 blah. And like, yes, the 3D world is the world we interact with. It's important. But here's something that Juliet Abodo, who is part of my program, MBA, she's one of the teachers in there. She's incredible. She's an incredible hypnotherapist. Highly recommend you follow her on Instagram. She's amazing. And she mentioned something in one of her segments inside of MBA that universal laws will always trump human laws. Okay? Universal laws are more powerful than human laws. So the more you get stuck in this perceived limitation, the more boxed in you're going to become. And the less you're going to be open to infinite sources, infinite opportunities, infinite possibilities, infinite choices, infinite decisions that you get to make. There is an endless amount of money flowing around you at any point in time. Like literally there's trillions of fucking dollars floating around you at any point in time. And again, money is just energy, right? So there's limitless energy floating around you any point in time. It's just like oxygen. There's limitless oxygen floating around you any point in time. And you're never worried about, oh my God, was that too much of a breath? Like, am I going to have enough for my next breath? Or people's can't let go, not enough, right? No, that's a little weird. We don't need to act weird around money. And what I really want to get into and what I really want to expand on is how money is essentially a relationship. It's a relationship you have with the energy of money, the energy of abundance, the energy of wealth, and the energy of yourself, okay? How all of these interact together is that relationship that we're talking about. So what I want you to see from this point forward is that money is now your new business partner. Congratulations, you are in business with money, okay? I don't share any equities with my company, so I am, well, actually, technically I do with my husband, but I see us as one unit, and so we are the sole owners of Manifestation Babe. But we do have a business partner, okay, that we took on from the moment we started this business called money. Okay, so congratulations, you have a new business partner. You can also look at money as a life partner. I love to jokingly say that money is my boyfriend. Yes, I'm married, I have a husband, and no, I'm not wearing my ring because something happened, because people like to create all kinds of weird assumptions around married people who all of a sudden stop wearing their ring. My ring doesn't fit me anymore because I'm 30 weeks pregnant. But anyway, I do have a husband, and you know, for any creepers out there, and I see money as my boyfriend. I see money as my best friend. Doesn't matter what you label it as. I want you to give it this persona because this is going to be a game changer for you. So as of right now, and we're going to go into the comments for just a second if it's not too crazy. It looks like it's still a little crazy. But maybe you just want to make a mental note of this, or you just want to overpower the randos in here. And I want you to look at your relationship with money, and I want you to describe it in one word, okay? So is your relationship with money currently unstable, maybe toxic, maybe non-existent, maybe it is uncertain, maybe it's anxiety inducing, okay? Maybe it's detached, like you don't really have that relationship. Maybe it's unimportant, you haven't really prioritized it. It's kind of at like the bottom of your list. Is it productive? Is it positive? Is it thriving? Is it flourishing? Like whatever that word is for you. Yeah, money's my sugar daddy. Closed off, therapeutic, stagnant, okay? Great, inconsistent, okay? Amazing. Attached, Maybe a little anxiously attached if you're familiar with attachment trauma. Inconsistent. You have somewhat of a relationship, right? Okay, positive. That's awesome. So happy that it's positive. Restrictive, okay? If you're giving a negative word, first of all, thank you so much for responding and being fully open with it. There's absolutely no judgment here. And I just want to say that if it's not in a good place, like, you get to change that literally right now, right as we're speaking, today, through your journaling prompts. Like, you get to make this transformation. And if it's already positive, see if you can make it even better. See if you can stretch how much you are capable of receiving in your life, because again, this is a limitless relationship. It is one filled with unconditional support and love. Just like the unconditional support and love that you may have for your pet or your child or your spouse or your life partner or whomever, there is so much to go around. So there's no limitation of like, I can only receive and give this much love, right? Or like, you can't quantify this. And so if you already are quantifying it as like, Catherine, I've been stuck at 100K for 6 years now, I really want to push past that. Amazing. That's just your own construct that you're creating, that you think that you're just capable of only 100,000, but you're capable of so much more. You have to increase your capacity to receive by shifting your vibration. Okay. And what you're going to do today is going to help you shift your vibration. So money allows you to do incredible things, you know, support yourself, support your family, invest in your business, invest in coaches, opportunities, mentorships, memberships, tools, resources, hire people, hire help around your home, hire a nanny to help you build your business while your kids are being entertained during the day. Like, there's so many cool things that you can do with money. You can donate it. You can give it to organizations that inspire you. You can give it to foundations. You can give it to shelters, right, that really need money, especially with, you know, homelessness just literally like taking over, especially since COVID. Like, there's so much we can do to help other people. It's such an incredible support system. Money removes you out of poverty consciousness. It removes you out of stress. It removes you out of financial struggle, because I'm telling you, when you're stressed out about money, it is so hard for you to channel inspiring ideas. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? You first have your survival, your basic needs, and only then can you go into the higher levels of consciousness. And so what's beautiful about doing this work is that you can take yourself to higher levels of consciousness so that you can better embody that version of yourself that we talked about yesterday, that you identified yesterday. Helps you serve more people, obviously. Like, sales is the oxygen of your business, like I already said. So serving more people, you get to get your product out to more people. You get to invest more time into working your business, because if you're limiting how much money you're receiving through your business, you might have to get a job. You might have to do something else on the side that is distracting you from your purpose, that is distracting you from getting your product out into the right hands, that is preventing you from maybe investing in Facebook ads or YouTube ads or TikTok ads or whatever the fuck. It's keeping you from being your most creative self. So let's talk about some behaviors that create a toxic relationship with money. So toxic could be any of those words that you have already shared, and a flourishing or healthy relationship with money. And a lot of these behaviors can, you know, you're going to recognize them as behaviors that come through in actual relationships. But again, we are personifying money. So I want you to start to relay this to how this appears with your relationship with money. So first of all, a behavior that creates a toxic relationship with money is seeing it as evil, dirty, or disgusting. Like, a lot of people, you know, like, for example, a lot of people will say like cash is like dirty, right? And yeah, technically it has a lot of germs and shit. But like, if you're just like, right? Like, what is that doing to your relationship with money? Yes, your partner might stink sometimes because they need to shower, but like, it doesn't mean that they're dirty, evil, and disgusting for that reason, right? Or just like having this perception that you being in a relationship with someone is dirty, evil, and disgusting. Like, how long is that relationship going to last? Hiding it as taboo in your life. Money is taboo for so many people. We're taught we can't talk about it, we can't speak about it, we can't look at it, we can't think about it, we can't negotiate it, we can't do anything with it. Imagine if you approached your best friend, your business partner, or your spouse with that kind of energy of like, I can't talk about you. You're a secret, okay? It doesn't feel good to be a secret, right? So it doesn't feel good for money to be a secret either. And it's not going to spend very much time in your life if you're treating it as a secret. A lot of people neglect it and pretend it's not there. So they find themselves in a situation where they're broke, they have a lot of debt, and then they just like shove it down. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to check their bank account. They don't want to check in on it. They don't want to know how much debt that they have because there's so much fear around it, because they think that that relationship is now stuck where it is. But if you never check in on your relationship with money, right, what is that going to do to money? It's going to make it feel like it's not wanted, that you're just like shoving it down into some like basement, right? It's not going to want to hang around you. Loving it when it's there and hating it when it isn't, having a very weird love-hate relationship with it, which a lot of people do. Envy when it hangs around other people. How you feel about other people having money and success and whatever it is that you want determines how much you are restricting it or allowing it into your life. So if you look at some rich person out on the street or whatever, driving, down your street in your dream car, or showing off on Instagram or whatever, and you feel some sort of envy or jealousy, like really look into that, because all that's telling you, that jealousy is just telling you that you want that too. And you're denying yourself from having that experience. It's just showing you what is actually a true desire for you that you are just limiting from your life. And so if you are envious of other people's relationship with your relationship, like for example, if I was envious of like my husband's best friend, that would be a problem, right? Or if I was envious of, my friends' friends and and my best friend's relationships with other people, like that doesn't create, like that creates an energy of like such attachment and desperation. And money does not like attachment and desperation. Okay, because any sort of charged energy towards money is going against the very vibration of money. Because like I said, money is a neutral resource. Okay, so let's see. Afraid you're going to run out of it, so you hold on tight and essentially smother it. If you're afraid of letting go of money, if you're afraid of letting your husband out of the house, like if I'm holding on to Brennan and saying, no, you can't go to the gym, you can't go to that restaurant, you can't go here, you can't go there, like that's not a fun existence for him. So I have to trust that every now and then he's going to leave the home and he's going to come back, right? And it's going to be okay. Afraid it's not going to be there anyway because it hasn't been in the past. So having a very detached relationship with money, you're telling yourself it doesn't matter, but maybe it's time to start investing time into that relationship and making it important, and realizing that that's just something we're taught to justify, to be a justification of why we don't have enough. It's like, oh, there's something, there's something wrong with money. It's not something wrong with me. And it's not like there's something wrong with you. It's just like, oh, I don't need to change. The world needs to change. Money needs to change. You need to change. Everyone else needs to change, not me who needs to change. Behaviors that create a healthy relationship with money. Like on the other hand, what does this look like? And I want you to start identifying, okay, where am I still creating toxic behaviors? And where am I doing a really good job? And maybe I could do better, or maybe I could just continue doing that. And remember, every single thing with manifestation starts with yourself. It starts with your own inner world. So yeah, you might be waiting for the other person to change, but does that ever work? Does that ever help? No, the change starts with you if you want to heal and mend this relationship. So trusting that letting go of money doesn't mean it's going to go away forever. So a lot of people have this fear of spending it, or this fear of investing it, or buying a course that could really change their life. They're so afraid of letting it go. And again, you have to trust that by letting it go, it's going to want to come back to you even more, because money is attracted to freedom. The reason why you want more money is because you want more freedom in your life. And so the energy of freedom, the energy of money are very similar. And so if you're restricting it and you're keeping it from having its freedom and experiencing its freedom, it's not going to be an energetic match to you. Using the relationship for good, so utilizing it as a potent investment tool to bring even more abundance into your life. Trusting that your relationship with money is unconditional, so it will always be there should you choose it to be there, knowing that it'll be there for you whether you're having a bad day or a good day. A lot of people think that they have to be in a good mood 24/7 and got to be high vibe to have money, but again, money doesn't fucking care if you're in a good mood, a bad mood, having a good day, a bad day. It just is. It's just present. Just like your partner is going to be there for you, whether you're in a good mood or a bad mood, having a good day or bad day, they're there to support you. They're there for unconditional love. It's very similar. Being open about money, talking about it openly, getting intimate with it, knowing your numbers, knowing exactly what's coming in, exactly what's going out, exactly how much debt you have, creating a plan for when you're going to pay off the debt, right? Creating a plan for your money is just like creating a plan for your relationship. Like, how can we grow this relationship together? What is our plan to grow this relationship? So doing that with money is going to, of course, grow that relationship. Being happy for others who have a great relationship with money, happily receiving support from this relationship with utmost gratitude. Whatever you are grateful for is going to get amplified. So expressing gratitude to your money, like, thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for being there so that I can have, clean water, and so I can have electricity, and I can have internet, and I can have clothing, and I can have gas for my car or electricity for my car. Like, thank you so much for all of these incredible opportunities that I take for granted every single day, because I think that money is just there for the big things, and I often overlook that money is there for me in the little small things in life as well. So that being all said, your assignment today, okay? I shared a lot of really good content with you, a lot of things to think about, a lot of light bulb moments I know have been going off. Now, your assignment for today is to answer the following questions in your journal. So I want you to explore your relationship with money based on what I shared today. And I want you to, first of all, if you haven't already, describe it in one word, okay? And then ask yourself, what do I believe to be true about money? And where do those beliefs come from? Who made them up? Okay? Is it the collective? Is it society? Is it mom and dad? Is it this? Is it that? Is it my friend? Is it this experience that I once had with money that all of a sudden I'm just making it mean that it has to happen for the rest of my life? Remember, the past never determines the future unless you keep revisiting the past. And so being really, really conscious of asking yourself, where do those beliefs come from? What toxic money behaviors have you been engaging in up until this point? So any of the behaviors that I mentioned. What healthy money behaviors have you been engaging in? So the healthy ones, and just assess that. And then what needs to shift in order for you to receive more of it? So being really honest with yourself over the next 24 hours and figuring out, like, okay, how can I change this relationship so that money wants to be my business partner, wants to be my life partner, wants to stick around in my life because I am investing in this relationship, and so is money. We're each going 100%. None of that 50-50 bullshit. It's 100% and 100% on each person's part that creates the most thriving relationship. Okay, and money's already there for you at 100% if you want to see it that way, if you choose to see it that way. So these prompts, these journaling prompts are for you. They're for your private space, okay, unless you want to share them, no problem. And so that's going to be your assignment that I'm going to email out to you, as well as post in the All Access page. Again, the All Access page is through the link in my bio. And we're going to keep the same hashtag today. So hashtag Abundant Biz Workshop. You already know. Make your post. You should be at your third post for today, and make sure you tag me. Make sure your profile is public so I can see it. And on Friday, after our last day tomorrow, where I will switch up the hashtag, I and my team will be choosing 3 winners to win a $1,000 grant, a creators bundle, and a business book bundle as your participation prize, just for being here with me. Sound good? All right. So much junk in the comment section. I'm not even gonna ask any questions. because it's going to be hard to see, but I hope today was helpful. I hope it was insightful. I am having such an amazing time with you, seeing all of your transformations and breakthroughs and aha moments that you've been sharing in your captions have been so incredible. And just to give you a sneak peek of tomorrow's a really important day. We're going to talk about distractions in business and how distraction is the enemy of growth and sales, and how you can get super hyper focused on those activities that are actually producing results in your life. Okay? So I'll see you tomorrow. Love you so much. Have a beautiful day and go ahead and manifest lots of money. Mwah. Bye.